Super Marco split pushing on his own. Kingkong immediately goes for the Fanny. Falcons AP Bren are playing into this. They willingly gave it. I think in terms of the rotational speed, this has to be a Julian, a Ling or a Hayabusa that cannot be a Julian. And they can play the map a little bit more. And they go gotcha.
Gotcha.
Wow.
All right.
So
Kind of makes it a bit safer, right?
Yeah.
Safer mid lane.
Typical assassin, is it? Yeah, they go for the Ling.
And we kind of expect it to just stay at so. Fcap does, I did show.
Crowd control, though, is what Fnatic Onic Philippines has in spades and what they have to be careful with if you're Falcons AP Bren. The Cho and the Aurora can just mess up their team fighting, but also, most importantly, how are they going to handle Kingkong'S Fanny?
Rev up those engines for the Retribution Rumble rematch. Falcons AP Bren, the Titans looking to stick one up to the undefeated Fnatic Onic Philippines. Leo and Ian bringing you the action. That's an interesting draft. You see that second ban phase?
Yeah. I mean,
they took away my boy.
Your Bane.
My Bane.
Your Bane. But I like this matchup once again. The Fanny of Kingkong going up against Kyle TZ's Link. The one above all versus, what do we call Kyle? Kingkong?
The Link Kong.
No, Sky King Kong.
Hey. Are we allowed to say that?
Sky King. It came from Renmar though.
I mean, his Instagram is intact, so check out the Emblem set that's being deployed by both of these squads. Again, it's not like Fnatic Onic locked Fcap out of a good hero. It's just, from Blue, I can say for sure, Coach Why Not, Coach Hayes, they were in control.
Oh, speaking of in control, Brusco goes in with the triple man knockup, and Kingkong's answers with the steel cables. Might be able to go right after a few as he brings him down, and Cyric picks up the kill. Go with the Wild Charge Flicker combinations or a Glorious Pathway coming for Flap TZ. So they really need to make sure that Kyle TZ here goes after Kelra. And wow, just like that, this is one of the few times we've seen Kelra use the Claude this season. Off to not a good start.
The gold standard got stood up. 2v1 all it took.
They really want to absorb whatever's happening right now. Like a fast-paced play coming in from Brusco. And Few with a save coming in with the Nether Rub. Super Prince answers right back with the Refrigerated Glacier as Kyle TZ with the 4 blades onto Kirk. But Kirk, as tanky as ever, as Kingkong picks up a kill onto Ogwin, onto the top lane. But they're not even done after a few. Another knock-up. Frosty Breeze, and Brusco was the one who got the kill. Shriek.
All right, checking out the items. Again, there's about 200 between Kyle and the Kingkong. Forcing out the Tempest of Blades there. Luckily, Fcap have 2 big frontliners away. No, Kyle! Oh, no!
Just look at the damage coming in from Kirk. I'm pretty sure he has the Thunder Belt plus the Concussive Blast. And here comes the Frigid Glacier once again from Super Friends. No beefy, no tanky heroes.
There was a Faramis. I guess, Few just deemed it necessary to just, all right, Ogwin's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just let it happen. He didn't even flicker.
That's your job.
That supports our thesis of maybe they let it go in hopes of getting the turtle.
Against Cyric, Kingkong.
All of it.
Secures the 3rd and final turtle for Fnatic Onic. And a killing spree onto Flap TZ. They're not even done because they're going all in. Kingkong with the cables on the Few. Gonna pick up a double kill. And now kick coming in from Brusco. Catches Kyle TZ. That was a Ling that Brusco saved his way of the dragon to make sure to shut down the one above all.
Brusco more like Bruce Lee. He was like water, my friend. He used his flicker. Again, it's not as easy to say he waited. He more than just waited. He studied his prey. He surveilled the circumstances and the surroundings. And
now he's pushing.
He's going to get away with this. He's clearly going to get away with this.
Brusco is doing everything for Fnatic.
BJ Paro, I told you, he's a mutant. He's a mutant. He's an MLBB anomaly.
Look at Kelra.
What?
That's a Grok. Man, the damage output of Fnatic Onic just now. 9 minutes in, there's a 7.4k gold lead. Looking at the items.
It's a trinity. It's barely a trinity.
Controlling their waves beautifully here. They still have a Lord up top. As Falcons AP Bren tries to work on the level 1 Lord. The question is, will Fnatic go in for the additional kills.
Yeah, they won't force it. Fnatic Onic are still respecting Fcap's output. And there's a conceal. What are they looking for?
Okay, here's the counter attack, and they're gonna find Super Prince. He does have the passive. No, he doesn't, as he falls down in the hands of one above all. Kirk soaking up all the damage, but he's not gonna be able to out-sustain the counter attack of the Bees. And this might be their opening, but King Kong knows this. That's why he takes away the purple buff of Kyle Teasy. It still goes in!
You know what else King Kong knows?
The Fanny of King Kong has its own diversion.
He was like a swimmer, like an Olympic swimmer. He kicked off of the wall and right into Ogwin's face. Ogwin's back now, but still, you gotta be really wild charge.
Oh, wild charge out of nowhere for Flapteasy as well with the glorious pathway. Here comes Super Marco with his Zapper Force, but answered right back with the AOG. Gonna catch 3 NetherRealm. Has to be popped in from Falcons. AP Bren, the frigid glacier of Super Friends will catch 4 and bring down Marco.
And they're inside the base as that mid lane inhibitor falls.
And now Fnatic Onic really controlling the Lord pit here. Here comes again King Kong. Flapteasy trying to zone, but Kirk and Super Friends making quick work onto Flapteasy as they still hold the Lord here. Let's see if they're able to contest, as the glorious pathway will be casted as well. It's going to be a retribution battle, but King Kong gets it. And again, the frigid glacier combination will connect along with the blazing duet. But Kyle TC manages to find a trade onto Kelra. Might be worth it for Falcons AP Bren.
Then look, he's no kills.
The initial burst though comes from Kelra. So King Kong just really does the pickup crew. So it looks like he is a utility. He's even zoning. So right now, King Kong works on the top lane turret. Flapteasy has to use the glorious pathway. Who's this? That's why they're really aggressive. Again, we haven't seen a beautiful kick, but again, King Kong onto Few. Luckily for Falcons AP Bren, that was Few with the passive. Good job. Important to note though the position of King Kong. Just waiting for the perfect opportunity because the AOG is going to connect. Frigid Glacier is there as well. They're going to try and burst down Flapteasy. Here comes Cyric King Kong forcing out the NetherRealm of Few. Now the Falcons AP Bren, the Bees have to walk away. They can't lose any other member.
This 10k gold is enough for them to deal enough damage to suddenly take 2 down and then end the game right here and there.
Okay.
But wait. Alright. Fnatic Onic understand that Fcap are a world-class caliber team, so they're not just going to suddenly do that. You know what I'm afraid of? As impressive as that is, it just seems like you're just punching to the sky hoping God feels your hits. You know what I mean? Because at 10k down, the map looking this blue, how do you contest? What's going on? Are they even thinking of contesting?
Hey, look at just Brusco zoning out Kyle TZ, making sure he's not going to be present during that turtle fight, Lord fight in the Lord pit. But Falcons AP Bren making sure to try and move closest as much as possible to the Lord. Here comes the glorious pathway. King Kong with a cutthroat. But it's not going to bring down Kyle TZ. Here comes the Clash Few though. Able to cast the NetherRealm still. Might be a counter attack coming in from Falcons. AP Bren as Kelvin tries to work on the Lord. Okay, Kyle TZ has to go for his purple buff. Here comes Kirk plus the Frigid Glacier. Going to connect onto Flapteasy. A lot of ultimates has been expended for both of these teams. No one has yet to die, but here comes Kelra with the blazing duet. Connecting onto 2. Marco, Flapteasy falls down. King Kong onto the backline. Gonna bring down Phil. There's the Tempest of Blades plus the push from Fnatic. They're not going to worry about the clash because they want the base.
And in a flash, Fnatic Onic Philippines take game 1.